went through the soccer game 1 recently. This is the soccer game 2. Now, one of the biggest changes is that it is a lot easier to make progress on this game. So rather than go from the start as I did with the previous one, I have got it so that it is on 8 seasons in when I am top of the first division. This is before the Premiership was created with Bradford City. So I've had a few clubs in between that. Just to show you how the leagues look, they decided for the Soccer Game 2 to create this European Super League. Yes, which still in 2022 doesn't exist, given all the problems about it. You can see Leeds United are there, which is good. And one thing that's funny is if you select a team from the Super League, you always get put in Division 4, as in, even if you choose Real Madrid or Barcelona, you get put at the bottom of the English League, and they always put in, instead, Barnet, of all clubs. I imagine that was just some joke from the developers. So you can see there, 2 matches in, I am top of Division 1. So that's not too bad. A lot of the interaction is the same. We still have this physio. His comments appear in a slightly different place this time. Play just 45 minutes and victory will be yours. You can have a youth team now, that's new. I always put that on the full amount, which is 2,000. That's a cheap way of making your squad bigger, and you can see that I have a full squad, all 20 players, and that's partly because when you have a youth team, they come up after a while. They're not always brilliant when they first come up, but it takes time. There are a few new options with finance. One is the pools. Now, the pools have largely had their day in Britain, but they used to be a really big thing. Lots of people did them. And this is a cheap way of gambling. It's just £1 for homes and £1 for draws. That said, it's very, very difficult to win any money on it. So, like a lot of British people, you might think, oh, it's only £2 a week, but then you never actually get any money back from it. The scout is a bit more useful as well. He does actually find players now and again, unlike in the first game. The interface is more or less the same. I'm not sure if I've ever watched a full match because, well, it's just not very exciting. Always just press escape. Oh, and I've lost. Maybe I spoke too soon when I said how well I was doing. Finances are also a lot easier when you get higher up the league. I mean, when you start in Division 4, you just all assume to be losing money, but when you're in Division 1, you just always seem to just get more and more money. And actually, my squad size is full, as in if I want any more players now, I need to sell somebody. You do that just by clicking here and going on Sell Player, and well, just looking on somebody to sell. This person has a big temper. Let's get rid of them. Ah, there we are, 4-0. So that means I am back up to second. Oh yes, testimonial matches is another new feature. At the same time, they got rid of friendly matches. They must have decided friendly matches were a bit pointless. You agree, whenever it's a testimonial, it's always against one of the European clubs. So here it's against Eintracht Frankfurt, and we've lost. You get more of this as you get further up the league as well. You get more players demanding more money. But because you have more money, you can pay them. And there we have an injury. With our nice big squad, the injury can be absorbed. I nearly forgot to mention real names. So some of these I even recognise. The goalkeeper, Steve Grizovic, he was around for a long, long time. So his age says there just 22. I think he was about 40 by the time he retired in English football. And it's quite good fun having real names. Oh, Ray Parlour scored for Arsenal then. Somehow Mansfield, Exeter, Southend and Plymouth have made it to Division 1. Good. I would say overall that this is just much, much better than Soccer Game 1, just in terms of fun. It keeps all the humorous elements, like the physio and the gambling, and all the other silly things, but you don't just get sacked sacked after one season. You can actually win some matches like I did there, and you can progress up the league. I've never made it into the European Super League. In fact, I'm not even sure how you do that, because there doesn't seem to be a very obvious promotion relegation system. But maybe I've just not achieved the level of excellence required to get in it.